What's going on, y'all? Sounds here with a beat making tip video. In this video, what I want to talk about is how to transition from verses to hooks when you're making your beats. This was actually a suggestion by a subscriber by the name of Vel Mula. I hope I'm saying that right. And his question was, yo bro, can you do a tutorial about how to transition from the verse to the chorus, please? That's what he asked in the last one. So thank you for that suggestion. So, and there was a few people that liked it and commented on it, so I decided I'll go ahead and do a video on it just to show those who are struggling in that area how to do this. Actually, there are many ways to do this. There are different ways to transition into the hook. A lot of times you'll make a beat and you'll drop into the hook from the verse part of your beat, and when you go to have the artist record over it and record their song to it, sometimes you might have to change it to match their song. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just go ahead and show you some different methods that I've used to drop into the chorus part or the hook when you're making your beats. Let's go into this one. This is an old song that I did, and in this one I didn't do any, I didn't make any real changes to it. All I really did was add a sound for the hook, and I didn't even actually make a hook, I just talked over it. This is a song that I put out some years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. It's actually up on SoundCloud. It's called I'm Good if you want to go check it out. But I'll start right towards like the end of the verse going into the hook, and you'll hear a sound come in that I added in there just to lead into the hook part. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the beginning of the verse so you can hear it. Here we go. Yo, let's go. Yo. Life is something like a puzzle. Piece it together, yo, with the right cuts to formulate the right hustle. The right hustle with the right money, integrated with the right plan to formulate into a nice bubble. Most of us never plan for the future. Caught in the same situation, ain't nothing moving. Same job, same money, same debt. Playing them lotto tickets ain't hit big yet. Getting your hopes up like you gon' be set. Pockets running on E and ain't got nothing left. Too many of us can't see what's real. Working your life away but stay broke paying bills. Land of the free and home of the brave, or land of the overworked and wait underpaid. 50,000 a year thinking we got it made. No more just working 40 hours staying a slave. Yo, I'm good, you know. I think. Now, I don't know if you heard the little sound that came in right there, that doo-doo-doo-doo, but that was basically all I did. And then as it plays on while I'm talking, that's what I used for a hook, was I was just talking. And you'll hear the sound go in there again. I'll keep playing it so you can hear it. This time we took our lives back from pretty corporate America. Cause they're not gonna just give it to you. It's either you're gonna have to make your own way or take your own way. Let's go. We always. Alright, so I really didn't make any changes to the beat other than adding that little sound in. And that's one of the ways that you can actually build up into your hook, if you decide to build up into a hook, or just let the artist build into the hook with the way that their song is written and structured. Alright, now in this part, this is another song that I did some years ago, and what I did in this one was I actually just dropped the beat out completely. I didn't leave any sounds in there because it went right with the song and the way that the hook came in. And when I dropped the beat out, the hook actually comes in before the beat actually drops. And this is a different way that you can do things, but I did it pertaining to the feel of the song, and that's something that you're gonna have to focus on when trying to converge from your verses into your hooks, is making sure that it goes right with the feel of the song that you're that song is being put to when you're putting a song over a beat. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna start at like the end part of this verse so you can hear what I did. Party in my basement, let's get it. I ain't never got no worries. Party real big, do it up with the fan. Mama cooking chicken in the kitchen with the curry. We gon' capture every moment. We gon' party every minute. We gon' do it bigger than we ever did it. Yep. We gon' party harder than a rock star, like we ain't got tomorrow. Now you see how I just dropped the beat out completely, and you actually heard the end of the verse when I said yep, and then the hook came in, and then the beat dropped. And that's just another way you can do it. You can drop it out completely just like that. Now I'm gonna get into another way where I drop the beat out, but I still keep some of the sounds from the beat, like some of the instruments that are in there, and that's another way. So let me show you that, show you an example of what I did with that one. All right, guys, now in this example of this beat, I didn't actually write a song to this. All I did was put a hook on it. But I'm gonna show you how I built up this time into the hook, where the beat is going for the verse, and then I actually had some sounds come in, and then the beat drops out, and then the hook drops. And that's a whole nother way you can do it, is building your way up into the hook to make it sound more interesting, but it goes good with the feel of the song. So let's go ahead and listen to that. I'm gonna start like a little bit before the build up into the hook comes in. Alright, so you see how it built up, how some more stuff. First the voices hit, and then the other little sounds that I had come in there came in, and then the beat dropped out, but the sound stayed in there. Some of the instruments that I had stayed in there, and then the hook dropped. And that was another way. Now this fourth way I'm gonna show you one more way where actually the beat is going, but when the hook comes in, the beat actually kind of slows down some. Not really slows down, but some of the sounds I dropped them out. And then the full beat comes back in. So let me show you an example of that, and let's get to that. All right, so like I said, in this example, you're gonna see how the full beat is going, and I'm rapping, and then when the hook comes in, the beat actually kind of drops out some, because I dropped some of the sounds out, and then like in the middle of the hook, the full beat comes back in. So let me show you an example of how that sounds. Let's go ahead and get into it.
I got no limits, going gorillas on these tracks. I throw it out there and let it boomerang with more stacks. You ain't gotta be the best to get on, but I'm about to be my best to get gone. And I just made your favorite song. Yeah, it's your favorite song. You bob your head to this and sing along. You gotta bounce whenever this come on. It feels so good when it's be playing on. Yeah, it's your favorite song, cause it's your favorite song. You bob your head to this and sing along. You gotta bounce whenever this come on. It feels so good when it's be playing on. Yeah, it's your favorite song, cause it's your favorite song. Play this while your car.
Alright, so you see what I was talking about there, how when the hook came in, the beat kind of dropped out, a lot of the sounds dropped out of it, and then halfway through it, the drums came in fully for that one. So, I mean, when it comes to putting to building your beats up into the chorus or the hook, it's basically all on you. It's how creative you want to be with it to make sure that it matches with that song, because every song is its own entity. They're their own body of work, so they can all be different in any way. It's all about how creative you want to be with it to make it match that song that you're making, and make that beat match the song perfectly. So I mean, that's pretty much it when it comes to building your verses into your hooks when it comes to making your beats. Alright, so I mean, if you guys have any other suggestions, and Vel Mueller, thank you for that suggestion and that question that you left on the last video that I put out. But yeah, if any of you guys have any suggestions for a tutorial you want me to make for something that you have a question on, and also if you want you have something that you want me to sample, try to make a beat out of, you know, go ahead and give a suggestion or leave a link in the comment section below to that sample, and I'll see if I can do something with it depending on the popularity of how many people want to see something like that. Yeah, but that's it. That's all I got for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Life is something like a puzzle. Piece it together, yo, with the right cuts to formulate the right hustle. The right hustle with the right money, integrated with the right plan to formulate into a nice bubble.